love, yeah. I said I can't just stop thinking about you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Indigo Helps, and this series I'm going to jump right into it, and it's going to be what type of man would a woman like, or what type of man does a woman desire. Now this is talking about he has to be 6 feet, he has to be dark skin, light skin, brown skin, nice teeth. Has nothing to do with the character of such big, strong, fat, skinny, whatever. It does not even matter. This episode has everything to do with his character and who he is as a person. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. And so I have received all these notes from Titus, the first chapter. Okay, jumping straight into it. Someone who is able to control their anger. Are you compassionate? Are you the type of person where if your girlfriend, your wife, or your mother or someone, your boss has an issue with you, and as soon as they come to you and all of a sudden you're just so angry, no one can speak to you, you're cursing, you're belligerent, you just ignorant. You know that you're ignorant because I've heard a couple guys who actually is upset, and they'll be like, man, I got so ignorant, man, I did this, I did that, just to stand a third. And I just had to also come to the conclusion myself, because I can find myself getting really emotional over, I wouldn't say small things. They're small to other people, but to me they're really personal. So since I take things really personal, I had to learn that I cannot allow a human being to have so much power over me that if I become ignorant, that I become belligerent, that I become this person that I do not want to become, because when I'm by myself, I don't make myself upset. And I was telling my best friend that, because I was just like, why am I allowing anyone or any human being who bleeds like me, who does all the things that I do on a regular day, why would I allow this person to make me that upset because of something they said or something they've done? I don't think it's worth it. So I believe that, when you are in a relationship or even by yourself, why not that you're single, how do you handle your anger if someone does come to you about an issue? Or do they have to step on eggshells? Like, no one wants to come confront you with an issue and then all of a sudden you just, man, that's why I don't this, that, because you always that, and yada, like, no one feels safe like that. Like, I was contemplating doing this message because I had another message that I wanted to talk about, which would have been woman. I don't know, the Spirit just has been speaking to me about this message. He placed this message on my heart probably like 3-4 days ago. And since then, 3 or 4 days, I have had women coming to me saying how they have been married before, like people, just general services that I have been getting, I've been getting from women, and they'll tell me about their story, and like, yeah, I was married twice. My first husband, he was this, he was that, and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to leave, and this, that, and third. And it is a man's choice to choose the woman, but we also have a decision if we want to stay in that relationship or not. We have a decision if we want to take that type of abuse. Like, no one wants to take abuse. Like, not even men. Y'all don't want to take abuse from us, and we don't want to take any from y'all. Let's see. So when I ask, are you compassionate, or do you show empathy? Do you show any pity? Are you understanding? Do you even listen to understand? Like, I know that, because I also heard that men, as soon as they go inside of the world, specifically African American men, as soon as they go inside of the world, as soon as they leave their home, every single day that they leave their home, they automatically put on this shield where it's just like, me against the world. It's me against the world. Everyone outside of my household, and probably sometimes people in my household is against me. And at this point, since it's me against everybody, that's just how I feel. And it's just like sometimes you have to ask God for that discernment, where you're asking God, should I have pity on this person? Should I show any understanding? Should I show compassion? And especially when you desire and love, like, I don't care what men say, I don't care what no women say, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody want love. Dog, cat, fish, everybody deserves love, and everybody want love. Because if that was the case, if you walk up to the average person right now and you ask them, okay, who are you talking to right now? Are you talking to anyone? Are you in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, anything? 99% of the chance somebody is talking to somebody. And if that 1% chance, if that person's not talking to somebody, that person just had got over a relationship where they have not decided they want to move on to someone just yet. But other than that, 99% of the people are talking to somebody. So, like I said, everybody desires love. Everyone wants love. So it's just like, if you know that you want love, you have to place yourself in a position where you're not just easily giving up on someone just because that person did something. So I wouldn't say minor, but that person did something to you that you're not used to. Basically, I guess what you're not basically used to. And so anyway, moving on. Not wanting to place a blame on everyone but himself. Now, these details that I am getting, I read a chapter which is Titus, the first chapter. I think it's Titus, the first chapter, starting at the 6th verse. Yeah, Titus, the first chapter, starting at the 6th verse, and it talks about an overseer. The overseer is the overseer of his household, and it speaks about what that person does, meaning he takes responsibility for his own actions. He's not the type of person where he's like, well, my mama never did this, my daddy never gave me this, my mama never showed me this love. How old are you now? Like, we are, and not just me. If you are over the age of 18, at this point, you have no reason to be blaming mom or daddy about any circumstance that you are at the moment, because you can start working at the age of 15 at this moment, like 15 and 16 years old. Little kids starting their business at 6 and 7 years old at this moment. Understand that they do have parental guidance, which is given. That's why from 15 to 18, you can work for yourself. Not work for yourself. You can start working McDonald's, Subway. I had my first job at 15. And it's not that easy. I know it's not. However, like I said, 15 to 18, after 18, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself at this point. And not even blaming at yourself, but at this point, you have to take responsibility for your own self and move forward, because keep blaming somebody and keep pointing a finger at somebody is not going to get you to where you want to be. 3, someone who can hold themselves and others around them accountable. So that's basically what I was speaking about, not wanting to place the blame on everyone but himself. But you can also hold yourself accountable. If you say that you're going to show up around this time, are you showing up? Are you saying, when you say you're going to do something, are you doing it? Are you consistent? Are you showing the woman, the people in your life that you're able to be dependent on? Are you the type of person where if somebody call you, they know for a fact, man, don't even call that person. You might as well not even call that person because they're not coming. Like, what type of accountability is that? Nobody want that as a leadership. Nobody want that as somebody, a husband. Like, that's just not what people want in life. If you don't have a vision for your family, a vision for your life, a vision, a purpose, what type of woman would want to follow you? And that's the same thing with a man wanting a woman, but this is not about us right now. That would be the next series. Moving on. So, I also define the word accountable because I wanted to know more about what is accountable. So, accountable could be responsible, liable, understandable, comprehensible. Comprehensible is crucial because are you listening to comprehend? Understand what that person is asking of us, Number 4, this is very important. I mean, very important. Even though people do it on a daily, when people listen to songs that does it on a daily, people, grandmama, granddaddy, mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, everybody does this. Refrain from using abusive language, such as cursing and degrading or belittling one another. Like, as soon as your mate come to you, and next thing you know, you done curse her up, man, this is why I don't ever want to effing this, that, there, because you always effing, and this man got like, that is not safe. Like, nobody want to be in a relationship where as soon as somebody comes to you about issue, and it's not the fact that somebody comes to you with an issue, it's not even an issue. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding. People have misunderstandings all the time. So it's just like, okay, if you know that you're not perfect, the person that you have is not perfect, y'all are living through each other's imperfections. Like, y'all are learning to come together as one and become a union. So it's just like, you have to learn to communicate without just raising your voice and just using abusive languages, because nobody want to be in that space, because that's not a safe space to have conversation. And we all learning, like I said, that's why just know we all are learning. We all are learning how to communicate. So don't be too hard on yourself, you know. So this is the one Bible verse that I threw in here concerning refraining from abusive language. Timothy, the 6th chapter, the 11th verse says, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love." So be completely humble. I've met so many different individuals, specifically men in general, where they're so cocky. It's just like, it's okay to toot your own horn, understood, but humbleness, you know, sometimes you have to be humble. Like, it's so easy for, like, Job in the Bible. Like, Job in the Bible had everything. Like, y'all, this man had so much land, so much animals on his land, so much servants, so much gold. You name it, he had it. Like, this man was God's servant. Like, anything that God wanted, anything that God wanted, Job did it. So Job even paid tithes and offerings for his kids. He paid tithes and offering for himself. He paid tithes and offering for his, he even asked, it was just, he would ask God for forgiveness for his kids and their behaviors, even if he don't even know what his kids done. Like, this man was really one of God's chosen. And so devil, this is a book in the Bible, so if y'all want to go look at it, you know, you reference it. So the devil was like, the devil came to God and was just like, yeah, you sitting here putting Job on this pedestal. You putting Job on this pedestal, not knowing that if you do this to Job, I bet you this man won't even serve you. You know, I bet you if you take all that possession away from him, this man won't serve you. This man will curse your name. I bet you he'll do that. God's like, all right, that's cool. You can do whatever you want to him, but what you won't do, don't hurt him. Do whatever you want to do, and I bet you he won't curse my name. And so that's what the devil did. The devil took everything away from him. The devil killed all his children. Like, he had 7 kids, I think it was. The devil killed all his children. The devil took away all his land. I think all his animals got stolen like that. And so I'll just talk about one part of the story and then move to the second part of the story. So anyway, and all that happened, and basically like in one night, 1 week. So his wife was just like, I don't know why you sitting here still praising God. Like, you might as well curse him. Like, you might as well let him go, because look at what he's allowing to happen to you. Look at what he's allowing to happen to us. And Job would not. God, I'm not cursing my God. That's basically what Job stood firm on. And so Job had 3 friends as well that was just like, God does these things. He give it away and he take it away. He give it to you and he take it away. He just do things like this and this, that, third. And Job still was not budging to curse God or whatever the case be. If anything, he was cursing himself like, dang, I know I should have had did this. If I had just did this a little bit like that, then I would have been here and da 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 da. So anyway, long story short is that the humbleness, like, you can have everything, but it can easily be taken away from you like that. And it's not the fact that God is doing it. Sometimes God is allowing things to happen to see where your mind is, where your heart is, where your thought process is. Are you giving him the glory when it comes to where you are in life? Or are you just taking things upon yourself and being like, I made myself, I brought me this far. Who can see me? Who's seeing me? Anyway, moving on. So, and so, you know, back in the day, I think it was like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. Which one is it? One of those years. It was a little meme that went around that was like, keep calm, so-and-so. Keep calm, I'm from Charleston. Keep calm, I'm from this. My thing is, where is this keep calm reference now where we need it? Like the coronavirus, where everyone is spazzing out because some people don't have jobs. Some people are going through relationship issues. Some people are going through job issues, finances, and everything like that. And it's just like, where is this keep calm reference when people need it? Like, that's where, and when it comes to this topic, man, I need y'all to understand, like, we all get emotional. We all can get too emotional where we can say things that we regret, especially women. We say things that we regret, or we do things that we regret. But specifically, y'all, in this episode, y'all do things y'all regret. Like, y'all emotions take control of y'all, where it gets to the point that y'all can end yourself up in jail because of the emotions. And right now, like I said, this keep calm reference, y'all sometimes, like, y'all just have to understand, like, or even tell yourself, like, I should not allow anyone to have that much power over me to make me that upset. Like, specifically y'all boss. Like, because I know a lot of y'all don't like people to tell y'all what to do and how to do it. But it's just like, there's also a verse in the Bible, in Proverbs, that's like, only a fool hateth instructions. Only a fool hateth reproof. And it's like, and that goes back to comprehending, like, how do you expect to grow or learn or get to know anyone if you're not even willing? If you're not even open to learn what it is that they're trying to tell you? You know, like, you're listening to the tone. And my best friend, she told me that she was just like, with her father, she had to realize, like, she had to disregard the tone of voice that he was using and actually focus on what it is that he's saying. And know that whatever he's saying, he's not saying it to hurt her. He's saying it to help her. And I'm just going to use her example because it's not really that serious. So, anyway, so her tire has popped on her car, basically. Well, her tire didn't pop on her car just yet. We are females, young females, so some of us are not experienced when it comes to our tires, whatever the case would be. So, like, her tire was like really bald. And so her daddy's like 70 something. He's like, why would you have this, ride around this tire like this? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This, that, there. You need to do better than this. And it's just like, anyone can get upset at that and start an argument. Like, why are you yelling at me? You can say it better than that. And it's just like, now you angry. Now both of us angry. Now it's another argument that didn't even have to be started. When I can just listen to what it is that you're saying to me and know that, okay, yeah, you're just basically helping me for my safety and moving on. So, also practicing the fruits of the Spirit. So we have joy, love, peace, gentleness, kindness, self-control, forbearance, faithfulness. I'm missing one. And goodness. Now, it's easy to have joy because y'all can go around your homeboys and have joy just like that. But then again, some of y'all don't have joy where y'all can go around people and just be so sad, and it's just like, what's wrong with you, you know? But forbearance, how much are you willing to endure? Like, there was because I have, like, scriptures that sent to my email every morning and things like that. And one of the individuals that spoke on the Bible verse, she was just like, our generation is so easily willing to throw in the towel and give up. Like, this not working out, bye. This not working out, you doing this, all right, pew. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like long suffering. Are you willing to? Every individual that you meet on this earth, you're going to have to go through long suffering with. It's either they're going to have death in their family, they're going through some type of illness, they're going through some type of mental issue, they're going through some type of some form of issue that you're not used to. You're going to have to go through that with somebody in your life. You know, things are not picture perfect. It's not. So how much are you willing to endure? Goodness is truthfulness. Are you willing to tell the truth? Are you an honest individual, or are you the type of person that no one can take your word for it because you are? I don't believe you as far as I can see you. If I can't see you, I don't believe you. You know, and who wants a husband like that? I don't want no husband that I can't trust. No woman wants a husband that they can't trust. And this is not just about me. I'm just saying, like, this message came in my heart, and I already had 3-4 women coming to me telling me their situations about how their boyfriend, their husbands, you know, treating them in the situations, and it's just like, we have to do better. We just have to do better. Titus 3rd, the 2nd chapter, to slander no one, to be peaceful and considerate, and always to be gentle towards everyone. To slander no one, like, it's quick for, you know, someone to get upset, and it's just like, man, that's why you, this, that, man, that's why you so, like, that's slandering, you know, and it's like, how do you like it if someone turn around and slander you about something that you're not doing, you know, or something you've done in the past? So it's just like learning to be considerate. That's a great word, considerate. That's it, y'all. So remember that majority of all these I found from Titus, the 1st chapter, the 6th verse. So I encourage you all to read it. And if you all have any questions, any concerns, any resumes, websites, or any advice that you all need, you can please reach out to me. My email is info@indigohelps.com, or you can go to my website at www.indigohelps.com. Thank you all, and I'll see you all next time.
Beautiful, unless she is beautiful inside.